be exactly what you want to be without all of the fear around you. We have to stand up together.
Welcome to another episode of Built to Exit with me, your humble host, Jason Sisneros. What an amazing week it's been. We just got done with our very first Certified Strategist Training boot camp, where we handpicked from around the country consultants that are already good at what they do, business owners who are already really good at what they do, that have a passion for serving other people. And, the word is getting out, regardless of background, regardless of industry. The word is getting out that you should build your business to exit, right? Which is the name of our company. It's Built to Exit. We've got more and more people showing up on Saturday, the live show, watching the replays, catching us on YouTube, on Spotify, all over the place, because there's a realization in the business community, small and mid-sized business community, which is our family. Those of you that are new to the show, welcome. I'm so glad that you made your way here. I'm so glad that somebody referred you over to the show. And the idea behind this show is that we are arming and educating and gathering together the subject of today's show, which is connection and purpose. We're gathering together like-minded people that are like, oh, I thought I was out here fighting this battle on my own as a small or mid-sized business owner, but I'm not alone. There's 33 million of us in the United States, right? And we've been gathering over the last few years those business owners that may have tried some other things, may have gotten some consulting, may have read a book, may have gone to a seminar, just like myself, by the way. I did all of those things. And in the course of doing all of those things, what I figured out along the way was, there's got to be a system, there's got to be a process, there's got to be a map, right, of how I can get to what I want to get done in my life for me and my family. And I discovered that, right? We talk about Built to Exit. Everybody exits how matters. It's a real core concept that if you're new to the show, that this is what we're gathering around. Everybody exits. Right? There's three types of exits. Your involuntary exit, that's where you fail. I crashed 3 businesses early on in my career as a learning lesson, back to back to back. We've had the instances of people that have something bad happen to them health-wise, or they pass away and then they leave that mess, right? That unorganized, not built to exit entity for their family to deal with. We've had that happen multiple times. And so we want to avoid avoid that kind of exit. And the second kind of exit is one that's what we call the dictated exit. And that dictated exit is something that is an exit or the liquidation of your company or your assets under duress. A lot of times this happens when there's a change in your health. You have a partnership dispute. There's family issues that come up. Maybe there's a change in the economy, and all of a sudden you're caught in a position where I really do need to get rid of this asset so that I can take care of the rest of my life. And that's a dictated exit. And there are a lot of people, especially right now in the world of acquisitions, and you're seeing every guru now is a business expert and helping you get your business sold. We look at the one under duress. I had that experience as well. I was selling my company. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know that there are professional business owners or business buyers that are out there that know a lot of tactics to devalue the asset that I had and to stretch that out over time, to continue to control that, require me to be there, et cetera, et cetera. Lots of different things, but that's a dictated exit. And that's simply great. You built an asset that somebody else wants to buy, but you're not actually in control of that transaction. And so that one you don't want either. Involuntary and dictated, you don't want either one of those. What we talk about here and what we strive to do is for you to understand that there is a custom tailored exit for you. That's what we talk about. That's what we teach on. That's what I've been doing for 20 years. I had my first custom a custom tailored exit for myself, which was very satisfactory, by the way. It made all the pain of the involuntary and the dictated exits completely and totally worth it. And then I've fallen in love. We talk about falling in love with the outcome of your target audience. I fell in love with other people just like me that were doing the best that they could and really didn't see an end. And really their business started over the first of every month. And so we put together this Built to Exit program so that we could teach other business owners and start to gather together, to connect, to be around other people that are going through the same stresses as you are, right? We do this show live every single Saturday on Twitter, on x.com at the J Sisneros, at the J Sisneros. You can come in live where there's other business owners that are going through the same stuff as you. We've all made connections. We've become family. We have conversations. More importantly, we do business with each other. That's how we keep the small and mid-sized company business environment vibrant, is by doing business with each other, maybe doing less with Amazon and doing more with your local community, doing more with people that you meet online that have businesses of your size and that are on the same journey as you are. And so that's the whole concept behind what we do here. And this last week, because this is a growing movement of people that really do want to strengthen their business, to become part of a community. We know in business inherently or intellectually that if we're smart, we know that we can do it ourselves, but we can't do it by ourselves. There's no such thing as a self-made success story, right? It takes other people. It takes a team of people. It takes you helping. In fact, the people that are the biggest successes in life end up being the ones, when you do the research, that have helped the most people. That's the principles by which we talk about business. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit about connection and purpose being the future, right? Everybody knows that there's this idea, this concept out there that people are saying that the future of business is AI and technology and et cetera, et cetera. I want to just pause on that for just a second and say, yes, AI, there's always a tool that is going to be, that will advantage people that know how to use it inside of a system that is already working as a business. Okay. I want to start on that point, that AI is a tool. And it's something that all of us can use to our advantage. I started studying AI and looked at it. You know, there's been lots of advancements. I mean, all the way back to the printing press. There's been technological advances that replace or enhance or augment human strength, for instance. And now we're augmenting and strengthening human intelligence. And we're looking at what is AI the best at, right? And I looked at that and I came to the conclusion after studying this for a while and raging. By the way, if you've watched my show more than once, you know that I have been pushing back against not AI as a tool, but the tools that use AI to be fake gurus. Yes, I called them tools because that's what they are. There's a positive use for a tool, and then there's tools, and we know who they are. And so you've heard me sort of pushing back against gurus of any type, really, that don't have your best interests in mind. The gurus that have the best interests in mind of their wallet, right? And their fake Lamborghinis that they rent and put on social media, et cetera, et cetera. And so I have been pushing back against the AI gurus, because if you just go back in their scroll back in their history, you see, oh, yesterday they were a marketing guru, or they were an acquisition guru, or they were some sort of other guru. But you dig in just a little bit, like on their LinkedIn recommendations, and you go, they were doing something else, which is fine. I understand people's their lives advance and they innovate and so on and so forth, but I was pushing back against AI as if somebody knew what they were doing to be able to help you. And what I mean by you is the one that's listening to me, the one that sees me on this screen right now, that is running a business as an act of rebellion because you don't want to work for somebody else. You don't want to be controlled by somebody else. You don't want to have your time dictated to you. You don't want to have your time and your ability to be sick one day or to be able to take care of your kids. You don't want that being dictated to you. So your act of rebellion by starting your own business got you to this place. And now we have this new tool called AI that we can apply. So we have a new division of B2X AI that is specifically built. I brought in a couple of the best people that I know in the industry with one intent in mind. I don't want to say, how can we do AI and just have, the consulting that we do and help people build the exit? How can we turn that into a machine that is interacting with humans? That is not what we're about. That's not the way I want to win. If that's the way that the world goes, I'm not going to be a part of it. I believe that the future is in connection, and AI is a tool that allows us to connect at a deeper level by doing the insane, brainless, repetitive work that we don't want to do in the first place, right? Most of us hire an employee because there's stuff that needs to be done that we just don't want to do or we're not good at, right? You should have an employee that comes to work for you that is as dialed in to the fact that you want to be in deeper connection with your customer. They fall in love with the outcome of the client base that you have. And then we have this tool called AI that can do the repetitive stuff, the machine work, right? The work that keeps us away from our clients. Technology in general has been used to push ourselves away from the very lifeblood of our business called connection to our human clients. Hi, my name is Jason Sisneros, founder and chairman of Anton J Global, a world-class business consulting company that has helped hundreds of clients and thousands of growth course students fix, scale, and successfully master their businesses. To put it simply, my team and I help people turn their businesses into machines that create cash. To better support startups and other mid-sized companies, my team and I developed a phenomenal and comprehensive digital growth course where I poured decades of business ownership and know-how into 20 hours of content. This course is not easy. It's not an easy pill, but demands real work from you to implement the blueprints that I've developed. We know that reaching financial freedom is never easy, but totally worth it. Go to growthcourse.com right now to learn more about the course and get started on your business journey today. Right? And I know there's other applications for AI. I'm not here to talk about that. There's other people to talk about that. But we have a division of B2X that we're building out for one specific intent, for our certified strategists that know our technology, that know our methodology, that can help more business owners. There's 33 million business owners to help out there. And so we want to certify and train ninjas at people who have fallen in love with the outcome of the business owner to be able to get that business owner to their exit, right? And that exit, our target, we have a goal of helping 600 people sell their business over the next 5 years for somewhere between $10 and $30 million. It changes people's lives. That's a worthy goal for us. That's a worthy goal. That's a worthy reason for you to be investing your time with us right now so that you can learn those tidbits for free every single Saturday if you want. And if you want it accelerated from that, we have a product and trained people to help you. And we have all kinds of solutions for you as the business owner once you come to the intellectual decision that you will exit your business. Everybody exits, how it matters, right? So it's identifying that and utilizing AI with the explicit instructions to use AI to help them be better at helping those business owners, and then to have a suite of tools for the business owner to be able to accelerate, to be able to use technology, to be able to put themselves ahead of their competition, to be able to optimize the strategies and the tactics and the things that they do to be able to bring them closer to their target audience, therefore solving their problems at a higher level at a more efficient rate for their customer base. That's why we're building out the division of AI. We're going to launch that in about a month and a half, but just know it's coming because I believe AI is a great tool, and not a great tool to replace your interaction with humans, but to enhance it. Okay, so that's the basis by which I wanted to do this show today, is to understand, for all of us to understand, that I believe connection and purpose are the future of business. Connection to other human beings, building up a mission, an outcome, a flow, just like B2X, like we're gathering people from around the world with different businesses, with different end games, with different intents for their family. But with the thing that we have in common is we don't want to work for somebody else. We don't want our destiny in the hands of somebody else. We want our destinies in our hands, and Katie bar the door, it's up to us. Right? Win, lose, or draw, it's up to us. And so, as we talk about that subject today, what I wanted to say is, here's my opening statement for it, okay? It's business used to be simple. Sell a product, make money, repeat. But something's changed. In today's world, the companies that thrive aren't just selling, they're connecting. They're building movements. They're standing for something bigger than themselves. The future of business isn't just about transactions, it's about connection and purpose. And if you don't get this, you're already falling behind, right? The use, where a lot of people are in fear right now of AI. I might lose my job. Okay, well, if your job can't be enhanced, it means that you haven't figured out how to connect. You haven't fallen in love with the outcome of your client yet. There's some things that need to get done. We have a process where we have an assessment. You can go to builttoexit.biz, and right there on the front page is an assessment. And that tells you where you are on the map of your journey. It tells you the assets that you've got. This used to be exclusive to our clients that paid $50,000 for us to do a deep dive. And now it's free for the rest of the world. So you can make that very first step in saying, okay, where am I? And then we talk about the end game. Lots of videos about how to do end game. We have a process. If you want to get a hold of us, you can go to builttoexit.biz and set an appointment. But that end game is simply this, without going through that process, is simply this. What is my freedom number? What is the number that my machine called a business needs to produce so that I can be free and have choice in my life, to not have to be tied consistently to my business? And so once you figure those two things out, what is revealed to you is the steps that you need to take to be able to focus on getting there. AI is a tool, okay? Systems and processes are tools. SOPs are tools. Sales processes are tools. All of these are assets that can be built and placed properly and sequentially exactly where they need to be until that entity called your business, that business, your machine called a business, is producing exactly what you need to be able to step away from your business, to be able to exit to what's next, right? And so no longer about the bottom line. For centuries, business was about efficiency, getting products or services to market at scale and turn a profit. Don't get me wrong, profit is oxygen. Without it, your business dies. But just like a human body needs more than oxygen to thrive, a business needs more than profit to grow in today's world. We're seeing a major shift. The most successful companies are the ones that create deep connections with their audience and stand for something that matters, right? Look around. And I pulled up a few businesses that I thought represented what we're talking about here. Hobby Lobby. Those of you that know Hobby Lobby, it's a privately owned arts and crafts retail chain known for its commitment to Christian values. This company has made headlines for its decisions based on religious beliefs. Headlines, right? Has your business ever had a headline that was based deeply on your beliefs and holding to them under the pressure of the world telling you that you shouldn't? Okay? I have a lot of respect for Hobby Lobby. And my wife loves it, by the way, especially during the holidays. They close all stores on Sundays to allow employees a day of rest and worship. Hobby Lobby has always also been involved in legal cases concerning the Affordable Care Act contraceptive mandate, reflecting its stance on certain social issues. Okay? That is a business that has taken a stand against all odds, saying, you know what? We have a set of principles. Are you a business owner that's looking to build your company into a machine that creates cash? I'm Jason Sisneros, chairman and founder of Anton J Global, a world-class business consulting company that has turned around, merged, or prepped for sale hundreds of companies just like yours. I'm best known as the architect when it comes to fixing and building companies across the globe. My experience comes from owning and exiting over 20 of my own companies successfully. It's that real-world experience that I've converted into the ultimate blueprint that has saved and grown my clients' businesses. If you're tired of getting bad advice, have bought all the books, all the coaching programs, and still aren't seeing the success that you were promised, it might be time to work with a team that has actual experience and a track record of success. Please scan the QR code or visit antonj.com to schedule your free 15-minute consultation to see if we can help you reach your outcomes. That's antonj.com, ANTONJAE.com. And when you go through the B2X system, one of the very first thing that we do is we go through the three premises of business. The first one is your primary question. The second one is what business we're really in. And the third one is what level of player are you learning to be? That's where you dig out. It's a process that takes a couple of hours to go through in the initial assessment that of the work that you do. It's one of those primary areas where you get to say, what do we stand for? What do I stand for as a company? What do I stand for as a human being? Because ultimately a business is nothing but human beings. That's it. You are the leader of that business. And so what morals are you standing on? If it just comes down to money, you have a business that's standing on one leg. There's got to be a deeper meaning. And I know because of the audience that I have and the people that are with me consistently, I know there's deep held beliefs and that their businesses are funding those beliefs. Right? My wife and I have done for a decade, we've done rescues of children in the sex trade. I've worked with domestic violence. I'm still the CEO of an organization called Feed a Billion that feeds people around the world. I give to veterans issues. So my heart is revealed where my money goes, as is yours. And if it's just to go back into the bank, go back in the pocket, maybe shift and go, what do I actually believe? What am I willing to take a stand for? Because it gives extra life to this thing called a business. This machine takes on a life of its own because it's not just about making money and putting rented Lamborghinis on the internet. Chick-fil-A, which I've had a mixed sort of relationship with as they've grown and had new leadership and whatnot. But Chick-fil-A is a fast food restaurant chain specializing in chicken sandwiches. Okay, the company is known for its adherence to traditional values, including closing all locations on Sundays to provide employees a day off for rest or worship. Chick-fil-A has faced both support and criticism for its charitable donations and statements related to traditional marriage beliefs. Okay, MyPillow. Everybody knows Mike Lindell. I got a chance as I was traveling around the country with General Flynn and a bunch of other patriots and freedom fighters, got to spend some time a couple of times in the green room talking to Mike Lindell. This guy is 100% passion. He's 100% committed. He's 100% sold out to doing in his mind, according to his beliefs, what he believes is right. Okay. MyPillow is a pillow manufacturing company founded by Mike Lindell. The company has maintained a focus on its products and has prominently engaged in social or political activism. Mike Lindell, the founder, has been known for personal political activities, but the company itself has remained focused on its core business operations, giving us a soft pillow, right? Giving us an opportunity, those of you that believe in the soft pillows, to be able to make money by putting the link on your website, et cetera, et cetera. And now from that perspective, where is your business? What does it stand for? Who are you? And what does your product and or service stand for? It's a very, very important question. So here's how you know that you have a transactional business model. You're constantly fighting on price. You have zero brand loyalty. If a competitor comes along with a discount, your customers jump ship. Third, your marketing feels like shouting into the void, because there's no real emotional connection you have to spend more and more money just to get attention. Think about that for just a second. It's like shouting into the void because there's no real emotional connection. There is a fear, a genuine, legitimate fear, I believe, to making yourself vulnerable and saying, here's what I stand for, because in your mind, as opposed to these are the reasons why, these are the people that I'm going after, the people that believe like I do, the people that I think that the stand that I'm about to make is going to push away a whole lot of people. That's the fear. That should be the excitement. Your brand should push away the people who do not align with your business. They become customers who do nothing but complain. They become clients who don't follow the steps and the advice that you're giving them. They turn into people who take more of your time. It's the 80-20 rule in business. 80% of your customers 20% of your customers are producing 80% of your results. Those 20% that are creating 20%, if your results are bad, then you need to get rid of that 20%. If your results are good, you need to hyper focus in on those 20. Right? It's like the child that we have that is the wild child that gets most of our attention, while our good kid, right, is just quietly doing what's right and quietly following the rules and quietly succeeding in life. But that wild child gets most of our attention. So same thing in business. You want to give your attention to the customers who are most in alignment with you, who are taking advantage of your product and or service, and spend more time figuring out what you're doing right for them and connecting with them, building a referral program around them because they know other ideal clients as well. So that's a key takeaway for you today is, in your business, are you focused more on the customers that you should never have in the first place? Or are you focusing in on the business or the clients in the business base that is ideal, that you should grow more of? Okay. So how to build connection in your business. Here's 3 steps. Speak to a specific tribe. Stop trying to appeal to everybody. The riches are in the niches, as they say. 2, build a shared mission. Give your customers something to believe in beyond just your product. Number 3, create community, not just customers. The strongest businesses turn buyers into believers. I think we should flip that, actually. Turn believers into buyers. Unless you and I have something in contact or in context, or we have something in common, how are we going to do business with each other? And there's a lot of people that are in the live audience right now that I've done business with. I've literally hired them to help me with the things that we're doing in our life, and vice versa. So we got to take that belief. Who is the person you're doing business with? Who before what, right? Who before what? That is the idea behind connection. And I'm going to wrap up with this. I'm going to wrap up with the word purpose. Purpose should be at the beginning of your business. Even if you've been in business for 15 to 20 years, it's never too late to go back to the drawing board. We have our flagship product is called the B2X system. And that B2X system is there. The very first step is, unless we know where you're going, we can't help you get there. And it's the first step. And so knowing what your purpose is, again, if you have 10, 15, 20 years, if you're a third generation, it doesn't really matter. What is the purpose that fires you up, that will get you through what we have identified as the trough of disappointment? When does the trough of disappointment show up? When you decide to do something different, when you decide to behave differently, when you decide to make different choices, when you decide to upgrade or change your proximity to the people in your life. These are the things that's when you hit the trough of disappointment, because you're doing something different. And that creates challenges, the right challenges to show up for you to solve, for you to be able to actually make progress. And at the end of the day, that's really all you want for your business. Make progress, another customer, another referral, right? $100,000 more in profit. That it's just about progress. And so as we look at your business and as we look at your journey, what is your purpose? Spend time on what your purpose is. Spend time on realizing, oh, that thing that I might be embarrassed about, that I might be ashamed of, that I might be scared to let the rest of the world know, let them know. Let them know up front, right? Our primary question at Built to Exit is a simple question. How can I add massive value to my clients and my teammates right now, right? It's a very simple primary question that you're welcome to use for your business, by the way. That's our primary question. And so we're constantly looking for our certified strategists. How can we help them? After we left our 3-day training, my team all gathered together the very next day. And those of you that have put on a 3-day event know everybody's exhausted. At their behest, they said, we need to do a GBD. Also something you learn in the Built to Exit. And we said, okay, let's put together a couple of hours where we're going to sit down and we're going to figure out what was great about the event, what could we do better, and what will we do differently for the next one. And about 9 hours later, we were done with our GBD the day after the event finished. This is the commitment that I have and that my team has and that the brand called Built to Exit, B2X for short, has for you and your business. Has for you if you want to be a certified strategist, right? You've been a business owner or you've been a consultant and you want to join a team of real true world changers, join us, right? Email us, go to the Built to Exit, do your assessment first. We want to know where we can help you. That's why the journey begins with us with that assessment at builttoexit.biz, is because we got to know where you are. The next conversation we're going to have is going to be, where do you want to go? And then any advice or any service that we give you is going to be, how can we custom tailor your exit? That's it. That's what we stand for. That's what we're here for. There's lots of far-reaching effects of us keeping a healthy, vibrant, small and mid-sized company, business community thriving. Lots of far-reaching. That's not what this show's about. I talk about it on almost every other show, and I'll probably talk about it next show. But there's a lot of far-reaching things that happen when we all band together and we all join this mission together. We don't succeed unless you succeed. We don't succeed unless your business succeeds. We don't succeed unless you actually get your make progress and eventually get your own exit. So we're here for you. We're here to answer any questions. We're here live right now on Twitter. And we hope you join us on a Saturday. Just come to Twitter or x.com and go to @the_Cisneros, and pinned at the top every Friday afternoon or Saturday morning before the show starts from 9 a.m. to whenever we finish, you can click into the show and meet other people just like you. So that's it for the show. I want you to take heed of the things that I gave you. Make sure that you, the 3, build relationships, not just transactions. Find your tribe and create a movement and stand for something bigger than your product. That's the advice I'll give you for this week. Implement that over the next 7 days, and I'll see you next Saturday live, which is where I'm going to go right now to go have a great conversation with amazing business owners. Love you all. Thank you so much for being with us. Make sure you share this. Make sure you like and follow or whatever the hell you're supposed to do on social media after you get to the end of this video. All right. Love you all. See you next week. Peace.